What's up guys, Ryan here. Today we are talking about my camera bag, specifically what's in it. Over the years I've learned that you need to keep your pack confined to the things that you will actually use on a shoot. We just got back from Destin on a family vacation, so my backpack is set up for that. It'll look a little bit different if I'm going to a wedding versus if I'm going to some sort of commercial shoot. But today we're gonna look at if I was just going out on a personal excursion, doing a personal kind of video. We'll see kind of what my necessities are for something like that. So start off, the Peter Mckinnon 25 liter backpack, I think is what this guy is. It's a little bit smaller. I have the big 35 liter one too. It is insanely huge, and I'll use it if I'm like filming a wedding out of state and I have to fly or something like that, along with maybe my Pelican case. But that thing is way too big. This is perfect for if I'm just carrying the essential gear that I need to capture moments, family stuff, personal passion project type stuff. So it holds plenty to get the job done. First things first, let's crack this bad boy open. Where the hell is... that's a laptop. Usually I will keep my laptop in here. It's perfect for my, I think, 16-inch MacBook Pro. It's like just big enough for that, so perfect. Where is them? That felt like the right one. There we go. Wowzers. Okay, so first things first. Zippered pockets. Right here, I have just my SD cards. Has a ton of Sony tough cards, just where I keep literally all of my cards if they're not in my game. This one right here is a necessity for video, especially since I was going to Destin. I knew there was going to be a lot of pretty intense sunlight, so in order to keep my shutter speed, which we'll talk about, all of that exposure stuff and more about these ND filters or VND filters in a later video, this is really important to making sure that footage stays kind of cinematic and natural looking at an acceptable shutter speed. So the Peter Mckinnon, the VND filter, 2 to 5 stop, I believe is what this one is, and it's the polarizer edition. Basically just means there's a built-in polarizer, which we can talk about that in a later video as well. Good for like reflections in water, that sort of thing. So a little Aperture MC Light. I usually carry one of these with me everywhere I go. Can change the color temperature on these bad boys. They magnetize to just pretty much about any like metal surface. They're so small and compact that I just bring them with me everywhere. This is one of the best tools I've ever owned. It is, I don't even know what this is. It's like a Swiss Army knife Allen wrench. A Swiss Allen wrench. It basically has all of these different sizes of Allen wrenches, and I always am like fiddling through little baggies and pockets to find the correct Allen wrench for whatever I need to do, whether it's adjust the cage on my camera or you know, whatever else. And to have all of these in one tiny compact little thing is freaking awesome. I think I got this at Walmart for like $8, so totally worth it. Set this sideways here, get comfortable, you guys get comfortable. Field recorder, I always keep one of these. It's got a windscreen or a dead cat as well with it, but it is a Tascam DR-40X. I use these on weddings all the time to capture audio from a DJ, but they're really good for just capturing ambient noise as well. I use this when we went to Florida a couple weeks ago to capture wave sounds. So what you can do is you can flip those little guys out like that, and it'll capture kind of more ambient sounds in a wider space than if you closed them like that. Then it's more of a directional input. Super awesome to have. I don't use it that often, but for big sounds like a beach where you're hearing a bunch of seagulls and waves crashing and people talking, it's really cool to have one of these. Have the dead cat for the wind. Next, my battery pack. This is actually a DJI case for something. I don't remember what it was for. I think it was for the Ronin S, but I use it as a carrying case for my batteries. So what I'll do with this, I might put some like little cords down here in this zippered pocket as well. But what I'll do is for these batteries, if they are, I don't know if you can see that, there's that little arrow right there. If they're full, I'll just put them with that arrow facing up. And if not, that arrow will be facing down. So it's really kind of easy way to tell if my battery in there is full or not. This is lens camera cleaning systems. So this just has like cleaning cloth, blower, lens Windex, brusher, and then like camera sensor cleaning kits and all that stuff. So pretty much just my cleaning supplies. And then this bad boy, it is my Sony 50mm G Master 1.2. This thing is so buttery. It's so smooth. It's so crisp. It's so sharp. It is everything that you want in a lens. It's got some sand in it. Hang on. So 50mm 1.2. I bring this everywhere. This is probably my second most used camera lens. On weddings, it might be my number one, especially for like receptions and low light. Just going down to that f1.2 is unbelievable to have in low light situations. This is my homie, this 50mm 1.2. This guy right here. If you do not have one, get one. It is just a thing to behold. All right, so that's everything that's in the actual bag. We'll go ahead and zip that up. Now we're gonna talk about this little loft area. Yeah. Great thing about this backpack is there's actually a compartment up top that you can access just from an external pocket. There's this zipper right here that opens up and you have just a whole nother set of goodies that you can access. So the way I do this is, if you can see in there, I actually have a cube down in here that typically can go in the back pocket. However, I just keep the one single organizational cube for inside the backpack, and then I put the other one up top, and I'll show you why. So this is where my camera goes for just quick, easy access. Now, the camera that I use might not be what you're expecting, but it's done me so well for so long. You might be saying, Ryan, that's a little old school. Times have changed. You need to upgrade. But I'm telling you right now, there is nothing better than that buttery vintage VHS style. Look at that bad boy. You see that? You see that thing? The Quasar Palm Quarter VHS-C. It's a little dusty. I mean, look at the screen on that. Hardly any bezel. It reminds me of that episode of The Office where Michael is pulling the TV out from this wall in his condo and Jim can't stop laughing. If you haven't seen those outtakes of that episode, you need to rush right now to go watch it because it's hilarious. This was actually my first camera ever. I don't even know how to open it. I mean, that is crazy. It took these little mini VHS tapes, and I have like 1,000 of them somewhere with a bunch of videos from when I was like 12 years old, probably even younger than that. But this guy has since been retired. So that's not actually the camera that I use. My A cam is my Sony A7S3. It is what I'm filming on right now, so you can't really see it. And the lens that is on there is my Sony 16-35 G Master 2 lens. It is probably my favorite lens. Stays on my camera most of the time for if I'm just out shooting personal projects or documenting life. Super light, super clean. At 2.8, it's really good for low light as well. And I just love the look of it. So that's what I'm filming on. It's all set up, so I won't show it to you guys. We can do a full rig rundown in a separate video later on. But for right now, usually that camera goes right in here. There is a spot right in the middle, right here, that I actually just put my camera lens into so that whenever I unzip this, I can just pull it out. I'll show you guys. I'll just take it and I'll put it right down in there. Zip this bad boy up. Oh my God, someone's about to do a backflip. Let me just capture it real quick. Boom, right there. Super quick. And then I can just put it right back in, zip it up. I'll also have this guy, which is Sony G Master 70-200 2.8. This thing's a freaking beast as well. And then in here, these are little microphones. This is the DJI Mic set. So the receiver right here is actually on my camera as well. But these just pull out. They're tiny little microphones that can clip on to your shirt. You can even mount them to your camera, and it can be like a video mic system as well. They have little windscreens that they come with as well, which are kind of tucked right in the side pocket right here. Just click them on right there. It's a really good condensed little microphone system that you have. So that goes right in there. And then over here on the other side is a little elastic thing. Usually like my headphones will go in there if I'm traveling. Last but not least, this zippered pocket. This is just kind of where I'll keep like a notebook and pen, or like my passports, my wallet, my phone, if I don't want to like have my pockets filled with stuff. So, all right, there we go, guys. That's what's in my camera bag. Again, I would say the most important thing is to experiment with the things that you use the most. One of the things that I did when I was starting off was I wanted to fit all of my gear in here, just to have it, because it's fun to have all of your gear and to like think of situations where you might need to use that. But keep it to the things that you know that you're going to use, that are going to be effective for you to actually capture the moments that you want to capture. Just because you have the gear doesn't mean you need to take it with you everywhere you go. Keep it to the things that will get the most love and the most use. So there we go. Guys, if there's things that you want to see in a later video, or any tutorials, editing hacks, anything like that, make sure to drop it in the comments below. I'm going to have a ton more videos coming your way, but if there's something specific that you guys want to see, make sure you drop it in the comments. Go ahead and like this video. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Ring that bell to get notifications so you never miss a video. And as always, my friends, stay wild.